All right, people. It's your boy, Chig from the Gooner Eagle Eye. Sorry, just grabbing some shit and throwing it out of the way. Sorry about how belated this video is. I did hear the news, and I was going to try and do it on the Friday, but quite frankly, I had a wedding to attend in Western Superbear, believe it or not, on the Saturday. Before I knew it, time ran away, and quite frankly, I just didn't have time to do a video. I was actually going to do a Gooner Eagle Eye show yesterday, but I got back so late, it was just like, okay. So yeah, first things first, you don't want to know about none of that shit. We've made a signing. I know. It's not exactly the glamorous signing that all of us are hoping. Some enthusiastic people were expecting, but we've made one. We've made one. His name is Rob Holding, 20-year-old centre back, can also play right back. Seems to be a Callum Chambers type, if you like, not in terms of his style of play, but in terms of the signing. It's a curious one, I must admit. I know there are a lot of people holding out that we're going to buy another centre back. I don't think so. I'll be honest. I think this is it. I really do. For hook or by crook, you can't tell Arsenal. You can't tell Arsene Wenger about Mertesacker. You know, he feels like he knows best. So it kind of is what it is. It looks like this is going to be our defensive signing. Looks like a good player from all accounts. I'll be a fucking liar if I told you I've seen him play. But through some knowledgeable people, I'm actually going to ask Stel about him, because I know Stel keeps an eye on the lower leagues. For those of you who are thinking, who the fuck is Stel? So if you've gone back and you've listened to my shows, Stel is probably the only interview up there, so it shouldn't be hard to find it. I only did it last week before, where I was speaking to him about all sorts, everything from the Premier League to grassroots levels and things like that. So I reckon he'd be more knowledgeable about kind of some of the lower league players. I'd be lying if I said I didn't, if I'd watched him, because I haven't. But you know, since we've been linked with him, of course, I've done a little research. So he's supposed to be a John Stones type. I know you always got to watch for tags when people say the next John Stones or the next Ronaldo. You always got to be like, really? Should be trying to aim to be the first Rob Holding. But he has, I know why he's being compared to him, because, you know, much like all of you guys have probably done by now, looked at him on YouTube, and he has that type of style, you know, that kind of clearly very comfortable on the ball, which, you know, Wenger likes. Someone who's very comfortable bringing the ball from the back, starting play, very composed. And, you know, he looks, by all accounts, a good player. You know, he was voted Bolton's best player of last year. So, I mean, that says, I would say that says something, but then again, Bolton did get relegated. So how much does it really say? But he's clearly one for the future. You know, he's clearly a signing for the future, and I think will be a centre back. I think has predominantly been bought to potentially cover both the centre back and right back areas, so that he can then let Debussy go. I don't see Debussy being replaced. I don't see us getting another centre back. I honestly think this is our signing. So you guys that are being hopeful, just get used to it, because you guys also need to remember we do also still have Carl Jenkinson. These are things that Wenger is going to allude to when he talks about why he hasn't bought another centre back. So I've kind of made peace with the fact that he's not going to buy another centre back. I honestly have. And to be honest with you, if we get the world-class striker, I'll think of myself lucky and take it, quite frankly. I'm not being greedy, because I know Wenger better. I know that I'll only be setting myself up for a fall if I expect too much. But yeah, I mean, good luck to the kid. He looks like he's settled down well. He's already training with the squad. They're flying out to America. I think it's either yesterday or it's today. Um, so he's well integrated into the squad from all intents and purposes. And good luck to the kid. You know, we've got a young squad this year, particularly with getting rid of people like Arteta and Rosicky and Flamini. We've got a much younger squad this year. Um, and if Wenger doesn't make the signings that we need, and let's face it, we've seen him not do that before, we're going to need to rely on these kids. So let's just see what happens, shall we? But yeah, I mean, for all intents and purposes, I'm being told it's a good signing. So great. It'd be nice to get another centre back to actually ready made to play along Koscielny, maybe a Koulibaly. That would be my choice. You guys know this. And then also at the same time, while doing that, let someone like Chambers go out on loan and get some experience, because my gosh, I saw him play against Lons, and all right, yes, it's a preseason game, but man, he fucked up for that goal. Oh my gosh, I rewatched that shit back because I was obviously in Western, and I was rewatching it back from my girlfriend's house, and she was over my shoulder. I was watching my phone, just making all this. I was just looking at my phone, just doing this, and she kept saying, "What is making you so upset about?" And I'm like, "I'm watching my flipping team fucking up." And she was like, "Isn't it supposed to be preseason?" I'm like, "Yes, I know it's supposed to be damn preseason. I'm just saying, fuck it up." But yeah, it is what it is. And yeah, you can see how unenthusiastic I am about the signing. But what do you guys think about the signing? Do let me know below in the comment section. Just to give you an idea about things that you probably noticed, I've not talked about a certain story that came out on Saturday regarding signings, in particular a certain Mahrez and a certain Lacazette, which I can't see it happening, but I will talk about that. I'm planning to do a show on Wednesday, and in fact, I'm planning to do a show on Wednesdays going forward. I feel like it's a good day for me to do it. Usually after work, come back, do what I need to do from work, and then settle down and actually do the show. I seem to have got really good feedback from the show I did with Stel, again from the Shoot the Defense show. Go and check it out. I'm still catching up with the shows myself personally, but it's really good stuff, really educational stuff, as stupid as that sounds. Like, I'll be honest, I don't profess to know about everything to do about grassroots football and things like that. And one thing I want to try and do with this show is I don't want to just have Arsenal fans on there. Yes, it's an Arsenal fan-driven show, but I also want to try and have, we are accused a lot of being quite biased and being quite bipolar about our team. So one thing I want to do is try and integrate and try and get as many different types of people onto the show as possible. Still working on that special guest, and of somebody I'm trying to get onto the show. Still need to reach out to that person again just to see if she's had a listen. Hopefully she likes what she hears and sees. She might not like what she sees too much, but likes what she hears at least. I'm going to try and reach out to her today just to see what she thinks. But in terms of Wednesday, so I'm going to do a show with Stella again, but I'm also going to do a show with another guy who I've always wanted to speak to, actually. Don't know, you guys might have heard of him, you might not, you might know him on Twitter. His name is Robbie Richmond. And he's someone I've known through wrestling circles, actually. I'm a wrestling fan, which is always not as we say that a bit tentatively these days because people will just look at you and think, oh, you're pathetic. Yes, I know. But yeah, so yeah, I kind of met him through those circles. So there's someone that I'm looking forward to speaking to, another knowledgeable cat, another Liverpool fan. I know, I don't know where to find these people, I know. So I'm going to be interviewing a Liverpool fan and a United fan, more really about the transfer activities. So transfer activities that's been done from the respective teams, transfer activities that they hope to do, that their team, or they hope for their teams to complete. They still working on a name of the show. I don't know what to call it. Robbie suggested one, which you could probably see on my Twitter. I had a long-running feed, long-running kind of back and forth in the feed in terms of what to call the show. I will think of something to call it, because transfer discussion or this doesn't seem to quite capture the imagination. So leave that with me. I will think of something. If you want already, and you really should be, subscribe, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe down below. Also, if you like what you hear and you think to yourself, I want to watch the rest of his shows, go and follow me on Twitter at Colossal Chig, CHIG. That's Colossal, and then Chig, CHIG. And you can follow me on Twitter. Yeah, and that's great. So hopefully I'll catch you guys soon. I'll talk to you again on Wednesday with the other two. Probably will hope to go maybe about an hour. Having said that, me and Stell went an hour 45, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure how long this will go, but it'll be a long listen. Hopefully, it'll be something that you guys can at least appreciate, relate to, and hopefully come back and listen to and tell people about. Anyway, I'm out this motherfucker. Take care. Peace.